Okay, welcome to our Chakra Savvy New Moon intention session for the Libra New Moon. Now, we've done one new moon session for all seven chakras. That was the first 7 months. And then we also have done uh, those next few months looking through the lens of the whole system. We did liberating current, manifesting current. We did the grunties. So we're really taking a lot of facets of chakra study and putting them through the lens of these different moon energies. Today, I think, is probably the most appropriate sign for doing chakra work, which is Libra, because we talk a lot about finding balance and harmony in our chakra system. And Libra is all about balance and harmony, balance, harmony, and beauty. It's kind of what they're known for. I have to say, I'm a little biased towards Libra because I'm a Libra baby myself. When I think about it, when I was kind of getting ready and looking at the different energies of this moon, it made me remember myself as a little kid. So this was thinking about these things in Oklahoma. So that would have been aged like 4 to 7 and beyond. But that's my first memory of it. And I remember kind of, if I was alone, I would think, am I happy? Am I happy? I was always checking in with my happiness. And lucky for me, I was a happy kid. But if I wasn't, I was like, what? Why am I not feeling happy right now? My mom explained to me we have the happiness gene, which is really nice. But sometimes I didn't feel happy. And so I'm thinking that in my immature mind or just my, ignorant mind, I didn't know what I was actually questioning was, am I feeling balanced right now? Because I really think that's when you feel happy, I think there's an overall sense of balance in it, and happiness comes and goes, right? Joy is that eternal wellspring in the center, but happiness can be a little bit more dependent on circumstances. And life is just this juggling act of effort and surrender, attempting to find balance, knowing the whole time that balance tips and tilts and tips and tilts. And we're just always trying to draw it towards center, not getting dogmatic, not becoming hypercritical, but just pulling ourselves towards where we know we are feeling happiness. We are operating kind of in harmony with our environment and with our truest north in our hearts. We have harmony in our relationships. When we're balanced and harmonized, then our outside relationships, they improve over time. Even your environment will have more and more harmony the more you've experienced that in yourself. So today, my intention for us is to consider harmony and balance in every chakra. Every chakra has questions. They have questions like, am I safe? Am I connected to my emotions? Do I have love? And so we will address questions about balance and harmony through every chakra. So do have your journal nearby. Also, a bolster or a couch cushion, something that you can put on your front body when we do supported child's pose. Okay, so when we get into the practice, my goal is to shake it up a little bit and then calm it down. But first, I just want to center a little bit and read to you a paragraph from this lovely book. It's called The Book of Qualities. Okay, it's by Ruth Gendler. This was a gift to me. And this book has all these different qualities, right? Qualities and emotions like detachment, doubt, uncertainty, confidence. And lo and behold, there's harmony. In this book, she describes she essentially personifies each of these different feelings and sensations. So when I read to you harmony, this paragraph, just know harmony is a person. And what does reading about this person kind of make you feel? How does it resonate with you? Okay. So I invite you to just roll your shoulders, shake your head, tap your feet, kind of do a little bit of movement to release some stagnant energy. Just builds when we sit. Okay. Inhaling, take a nice deep breath in, shrug your shoulders up, and let it go. Good. Again, inhale, lift, let it go. And just a nice slow deep breath in. Let it go through the lips. And I invite you to close your eyes or lower your gaze and listen. Harmony doesn't seem extraordinary until you have known him for a while. He knows how to be gentle, and such gentleness is surprisingly powerful. The silence around him is lyrical. If I sit in his kitchen in the late afternoon and drink ginger tea, by the time I'm ready to go home, the contradictions inside my head are no longer shouting at me and trying to tear each other apart. He gives me space to be my whole self. I'm going to read it again. Just take another breath. Let the words come in, capturing what captures your heart. Harmony doesn't seem extraordinary until you have known him for a while. He knows how to be gentle, and such gentleness is surprisingly powerful. The silence around him is lyrical. If I sit in his kitchen in the late afternoon and drink ginger tea, by the time I'm ready to go home, the contradictions inside my head are no longer shouting at me and trying to tear each other apart. He gives me space to be my whole self. That's what we're working with here, our whole selves. When we work with the chakra system, it is the architecture of your soul, as Anadea Judith says. And so now I want to share with you a few qualities of Libra and see how they resonate with your soul experience, your lived experience as well. I'll talk about the shadow side and then the evolved side. So all of these signs, everything has shadow and light. Okay, we're just working to balance those two energies. It's just like in chakras, how we think of the chakras, they have excesses and deficiencies, and those two things create dissonance, or they create a dis-ease. So these energies are the shadow and the light of the personality, of the energy of Libra in you. So if you ever suffer from indecision because you are weighing all the options too much, you might have a little bit of Libra shadow playing in there. Okay, so indecision comes up for Libras. People pleasing is another thing that Libras might do when they're a little out of balance. So they do self-erasure in the name of peace. They're always working for harmony. They're the peacemakers, and they will erase themselves a bit to get to that peace. Sometimes Libras can do a surface level of harmony, so they just go for this nice hum, but it avoids deeper truths. And I have to say, as a Libra, these three things, I get it. I struggle with these myself. Maybe you do too. But we also have the sides of Libra in ourselves that are more evolved, things that we're doing well with. So anytime you're feeling true balance inside and out, I think that's kind of what I was talking about with just feeling like I feel good. I've got enough sleep. I'm fed, but I'm not overfed. I have the right amount of stimulants and depressants running through me. None, some, all of them. Exercise, rest, all this balance, right, is happening inside and out. Then you're feeling the benefits of Libra. Libra is also all about partnership. So this is our relationship energy. So your partnerships honor both self and other. So it's not tilting too far in either direction. It's really a balanced relationship. Your partnerships have balance. You enjoy beauty and ritual. So if you see it and seek it, that there is beauty in the world around you, or that you love to involve ritual in your day or in your life to mark time, that's a Libran quality. Things that nurture your soul are Libran. And overall, a graceful sense of justice and fairness in action. Remember, the Libra symbol is the scales. And so they want things balanced for justice. So maybe action, contemplation, balanced effort in the world. So I hope that you have a lot of those going for you. So now we'll move into a little bit of our practice. So maybe you have noticed some of the shadow side of Libra. Maybe you've noticed some of the evolved side. Now, because I think through the lens of the chakras, when I look at the shadow, here's what I think. The indecision sounds like a sixth chakra, upper chakras problem, right? Realm of thought. The people-pleasing, self-erasure, this is power reducing and it's in relationship. So I would put that in the third and fourth chakra. And then the surface level of harmony that avoids deeper truths. You know, the root chakra, that is our root, and we want a deep root and depth and the ability to flow down and out. So it's kind of a 1 and 2 chakra. So as we go through these exercises and questions, then I'm hoping that we will confront these shadows in ourselves. Let's see. There's a PDF of all the questions I'm asking, and I'm going to share it on the screen so you don't have to go, what did she say? Because we're going to toggle back and forth between movement and journaling a little bit more than usual. Just a little bit of movement, and then I'll pose a question for you to write about. Now, not all of these questions will have strong answers, okay? And that's okay. So I want you to stick with the ones that stand out. So if I ask, you know, when we're in Anahata, do my partnerships honor self and other? If it's kind of like, yeah, kind of, it's fine. It might not be the place you're going to put your intention this month. But if I ask one, do I get along with my body? And you're like, no, that might be where your intention is. Okay, so you're paying attention to both what the questions and answers are, but also like what's really standing out. Do not think you have to answer all of these questions. These are all for you to engage with curiously and softly, because we're not looking for ways to improve ourselves. I want you to know that this is not a self-improvement project. This is self-acceptance, and it's also just being intentional living. So we all have all these shadows and lights in us, and we just live in the intention of the light. That's all. The shadows are there, and they need a place, and we just know them, so they're not hiding. Okay. So now, you can do a lot of this seated in your chair. Some would be better off on the floor. I'm going to move to my yoga mat. Child's pose, you'll definitely need some space. So go to wherever you feel like you can do your practice, maybe even on your bed if you like. That's fine. Come to your space. Bring your journal. And my intention, is to dedicate about 5 minutes per chakra. So it'll be a 35-minute practice. Okay? Never wanting to rush, but hey, there are 7 chakras and we're doing this in an hour. So we will be efficient. Okay. So sit comfortably. I'm choosing cross-legged because our first, I'm calling them exercises. These are little tools, little exercises. Lifts the knees and drops them down. So if you're in a chair, you might need to like lift one knee and then the other. You might find a different way. But if you're joining me and you're comfortable seated with your legs crossed, come here, please. All right. Push down with your fingers, rise high with your heart. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, move your shoulders back. Let them drape down your back. Leaning back a little bit, let the core engage. Release your hands to your thighs, close your eyes, or lower your gaze. Begin by bringing your attention to the feeling of your breath at the end of your nose. On the inhale, invite deep body awareness, feeling your way through every cell. Breathing out, release any distraction, anything that keeps you from being present. We're coming into a practice of embodiment, using our body, our breath, our mind to get curious about each chakra center and our sense of balance and harmony. Take these next couple breaths to really arrive here and now. Okay, we'll begin with Muladhara. the first chakra. As you inhale, lift your arms and lift your knees. Everything's rising. With a strong exhale, make fists pull down quickly, hands and knees. So we go inhale, exhale. Really pulling energy down and down. Feel the legs flop down. Deep breath in and hold it. Keep reaching up. Hold your breath, lower your knees. Exhale, releasing the arms. Shake your legs out. Upavishta Konasana, a gentle forward fold with legs extended. If you're already feeling a stretch by putting your legs out, stay. If your body allows, take a gentle forward fold. Draw your chin in and keep your attention to the base of your spine, so know where your tailbone is, your sitting bones, and your legs. Connect your body to the earth. As you're stretching, I'll ask you a question for you to ask yourself. Do I have harmony in my home? Notice what your body does. Notice how your body responds. Do I have harmony in my home? Do I get along with my body? Notice what you feel. And walk your body up. And if you have any reflections to write, we just want to capture a little bit of what came up for you. Do that. Otherwise, just stay right where you are in a state of observation. So do I have home in my do I have harmony in my home? Do I get along with my body? Do one of those questions jump out at you? Make some notes or just observe. I'll share the questions towards the end. And as always, you're working with your time, your energy. So as always, feel free to stop and work on one longer than the time that I offer. When you feel ready, fold your legs back in. Moving into the second chakra, Swadhisthana. We'll begin with Sufi grind. As you inhale, bring your body forward. As you exhale, circle around. Really let the pelvic bowl, if you had water in this bowl, it would be sloshing over front, side, back, side. Just go clockwise. And keep your attention in the feelings and sensations of the sacrum and the pelvic bowl here. We're stirring up the emotional center, our creativity center, and the place that helps us know, do I know how to relax and let it flow, or am I overly rigid? Right? Working towards that Libran balance. Good, just a couple more breaths, really stirring it up, stirring it up. And think of creating a whole tornado of water there in the pelvic bowl. And then when you're ready, take a forward fold. So just bow over your legs, head bows all the way in. Attention to the sacrum. And ask yourself honestly, do I allow myself to go deep with others? Or do I play it emotionally safe? Do I allow myself to go deep with others? Or do I play it emotionally safe? And the flip side of that might be, do I tend to overshare? Okay, so that might be. The other question I would pose to you here is, how is my work and pleasure balance? This is the pleasure principle area. How do you do with balancing work and pleasure? When you feel that you'd like to reflect and write about it, just roll up and take a little time. Do I allow myself to go deep with others, or do I play it safe? Or maybe what stands out to you is your work and pleasure balance. To start to heat up Manipura now, the third chakra, we will use Kapalabhati breath, which is similar to breath of fire, but really focuses on drawing the navel back, the solar plexus tones and pulls back to exhale air quickly through the nose. And the inhale is a natural response. It just flows in. So the focus is on the belly pulling back and back and back. So place your hands on the belly. Okay, if you want to pat your solar plexus, I think that's a good idea. So this is where third chakra is. Kind of all the way to the front, sides, and back. This is where we have our fire of will, our can-do attitude. Okay. What's that inner flame, which can be our flame of transformation, digestion. Okay, then put your hands lower because this is where you pull back on the exhale. So we'll do 30 seconds or so of Kapalabhati breath. Take a nice deep breath in all the way into your hands. Exhale all the way. Breathe in about halfway, then begin. Keep going. Relax your jaw. If your chest starts pumping, stop and begin again. It's all in the belly. Deep breath in and hold. Lift your pelvic floor, lift your diaphragm, lift your crown. Release slowly. And another 30 seconds, deep breath in. Exhale all the way. Breathe in halfway. And begin. You can even picture that flame growing. Heat expanding. Deep breath in and hold it. Lift your inner body up, energy up, up through the crown. Release. Pause, noticing how you feel. And for the counter, I will offer supported child's pose. Toes together, knees wide. Snuggle that bolster all the way up towards you. Then drape your whole body over your couch cushion or your bolster, but have pressure on your belly. This is grounding. So we kind of disturb the flame, but now we bring it so that it is pulled in together to a warm glow that supports life and it doesn't burn the others up. Rest here as you breathe deeply. Keep your attention and move your breath into Manipura, into the solar plexus. Allow this question in your own words, in your own mind. Do I exert my power responsibly? What does your intuition say here? Do I exert my power responsibly? And the next question, how is my work and rest balance? How are you with work and rest? And stay as long as you like, or transition to make some notes about what comes up. I recognize not everyone is journalers. I just sit with it. I'll give a couple more moments for those questions. Again, we're moving through quickly, but don't feel the need to rush. Be in relationship, right relationship with what you need during this whole session. And when that feels complete, join me seated again. Any comfortable lower body, we move into the heart, into Anahata. So with your fingertips resting on your shoulders, bring your elbows forward, up, back, and down. It's like a nice morning stretch. As you inhale, elbows go wide, pull down, see if you can open up the front of the chest. Then as you exhale, sweep the elbows forward and kind of hunch, right? Roll the shoulders forward. So the thoracic spine comes forward with a nice back bend. And then as you exhale, curve. It's like doing a seated cat-cow for the upper back. Inhale to exhale. You might even like to close your eyes and really be aware of this part of your body, flexing and extending, opening and closing. We work with the gross matter, the physical body, knowing that it's our energetic selves that surround and move through. And just having your attention through movement here starts to move the energy of the heart chakra. Okay, the next time you're nice and open-hearted, flex your wrists, push away two invisible walls. Okay, so push out, out, out with your hands. Deep breath in. And then as you exhale, soften your elbows, turn your palms up, and open and close your fingers quickly. The minor heart chakra is in the hands. For every handshake, high five, and hug, we got to open these up. Right, we're in the center of air, the element of air, where we hold love and grief. Deep breath in as you open your hands. And exhale, lovingly bring your hands across to create a little butterfly over your heart. So the thumbs might be touching, fingers and palms rest on your chest, and then go back and forth. Right, left, a quiet pitter-patter on the heart. Do it in a way that for you is soothing. And you might close your eyes or lower your gaze and just feel. This is a nice way to regulate your nervous system. And the heart is the chakra of balance. It is the gateway between the upper and lower chakras. Go ahead and let your fingers stop their movements and feel the loving presence of your hands on your heart. And ask yourself the question, am I able to give and receive love equally? Can I give and receive love equally? From there, the question, do my partnerships honor both myself and the other? You can even repeat after me. Do my partnerships honor both myself and the other? Notice what your body says. And just stay, or if you feel the need to make some notes or the desire, please do so. Do I give and receive love equally? And do my partnerships honor myself and the other? You're ready to move on to fifth chakra. Take your fingers and your hands right there where your neck and your shoulders meet and give a good squeeze. We're moving up to the fifth chakra, to Vishuddha, right? The seat of communication and truth. So give a squeeze and then strongly pull your elbows down and lift your chin up. Then take a slow arch from one hand, one side to the other. And close your eyes and do this in a way that feels good, like it's your best friend's hands giving you a squeeze and you're just luxuriating side to side. If there's a different way that you like to access nice feelings in the neck, then please do that. I want to give some movement first before we move into the sound and then the stillness. Good. And if it feels right to you to let that go and move into a gentle head roll, then do that. I just want to bring some movement and attention to the throat chakra. Right? Vishuddha means purification. So this is the shadow of fifth chakra is lies. You go the other way. Right? And Libras are very concerned with truth and justice, so it'll be good to bring some balance and harmony to fifth chakra. Okay, so we've done some movement, and now let's move into sound. We'll use Brahmari. Brahmari is buzzing bees, and it's just the humming sound that comes in. If you picture it like a sound wave, it crescendos and slowly fades out. So you'll do it on your timing, right? On your length of time. And we'll do 5 rounds. Okay, take a nice deep breath in. Exhale all the way. Nice slow humming sound. Deep breath in. Really feel the vibration of the throat. One more. Let it dissolve into silence. The Libra question here is, do I speak and listen in equal parts? Do I listen and speak equally? You might not know the answer. Just put a question mark, something to ponder. Another question here that might resonate with you is, do my words harmonize or disturb? What is the effect of my words? You might have a tendency to put good or bad on those 2 words. Please just observe, knowing that the Libra shadow doesn't speak up. Okay, sometimes it needs to be some good trouble, disruption. Just wonder, do my words harmonize or disturb? And then when you feel ready, moving up to Ajna, the sixth chakra. Interlace your fingers for cosmic headrest. So here you cup the back of your skull. Pressing your head into your hands, it's like you're cupping the back of Ajna, the back of your third eye, the ability to see inward. So here on the inhale, open, lift your eyes to the heavens. As you exhale, close your eyes and point your elbows forward. So inhale, eyes open bright, head moves into your hands. Exhale, close your eyes and bow your head softly. So the element of Ajna is light. So every breath in, as you open your eyes and move your head into your hands, you're drinking in the light of the room. And as you close your eyes, you're keeping that light inside of you. Right? This is where the pineal gland resides, which is the gland that makes us able to detect light. It's right there between the eyes and the back of the skull. Just a couple more here. Waking up Ajna. Good. And then coming through neutral, release your hands. Close your eyes. Behind closed lids, gaze at the third eye, so inward and upward. And here we'll chant the sound of Om 5 times, just looking right there at Ajna. We'll do 6 for chakra 6. Okay, just a nice long Om, letting that vibration come into Ajna. Deep breath in. Exhale all the way. Breathe into Om. See if you can end your Om with that sound, kind of up, hitting the back of the eyes. Inhale. One more. Focusing on Ajna. Notice how you feel. And then ask yourself the question, am I indecisive? Do I have trouble making decisions? Many of these questions probably have an answer like, it depends, or sometimes yes, sometimes no. These are all good observations. Maybe there's a through line there. Another question for you. Do I take time to notice beautiful things in the environment? Do I take time to notice beauty? Do I see it? Again, feel free to make any notes. Sahas Rara, so gentle. It's just a lotus at your crown. Just do little taps here. We're not trying to jar the lotus open. We're just bringing kind of like sparkly fairy dust to say, here, lotus, open to the light of consciousness. Open to the light of the divine. Open, open, open. Good. And release. Just notice how your crown feels. As you inhale, invite in, so meditation, a visualization, light of the divine through your crown, lighting up your body. And as you exhale, be the light. The breath in draws light in through the crown. Exhale, be the light. Do I feel harmony in my soul, or is there something missing? Do I feel harmony in my soul, or is there something missing? You might sit with that or consider, do I have communities that I engage with, both putting into and benefiting from? Do I have community engagement where I pour in and I receive? If there's any questions that you might have missed or you wanted to see, I've shared my screen. I'm trying to do full screen with it, but it seems to. There we go. Oh, I can almost get them all. Okay, if there's anything you want to look back over, just take a few moments and from here, right? Maybe you need to look at something again, maybe you want to revisit, or start to look for a pattern, or is there something that's calling your attention more than any other? Did something make you go, ooh, that one has an asterisk. I put a star there. Is there something that's calling to you regarding the Libran energy of balance and harmony? I'll encourage you to do but your best, asking your body its response to the questions. And whenever it feels complete, just rest in a seated posture. You're either here in your own environment or you're on the recording, so you should feel free to take this going as long as you want. And to honor our 1 hour time, I would invite you to place a hand on the heart, a hand on the belly. Here you embrace every center, every facet of yourself. Please pour gratitude to your root, to your pelvis, to your solar plexus, to your heart, your throat, gratitude and blessings for your mind and your third eye and your sense of connection to all, the lotus of your crown. With palms together, namaste. So to leave here with an intention, and you look to what is drawing your attention, and you create a positive affirmation as if it's already happening. So if you said, am I able to give and receive love equally? And you realize, ooh, I don't. I'm not so hot at receiving it. Then your intention for this lunar cycle might be simply, I receive love well. Or I receive love equally to the amount that I give. See if you can make it short and sweet, even just a couple words to set on your breath, and incorporate it into your practice, your daily routines. Maybe you brush your teeth thinking about it. You set it on your breath when you're doing your yoga. Maybe you just repeat it again and again at every stoplight. These intentions are there for you as a tool, as a gift from your deepest knowing. So how might you hone in on one or two little things that is calling to balance? So if you're watching and enjoying the recording, thank you so much for engaging. Always feel free to reach out to me, jessicagoulding7@gmail.com. If you have questions, observations, I don't want you to feel left out. If you are here in the Zoom room, then I invite you to stick around and you can share. We can kind of fine tune if you like, or just stay in community and share what your experience is. Okay, I look forward to seeing you next time. The next time, I should say, is on the new moon in November, which is in 2025. It is November 20th. So these will be evergreen on YouTube. So you can always go do these every year, year after year. But we have two more. So November 20th will be at 5 p.m. And December 19th will also be at 5 p.m. because they're during the week. Okay, keep in touch through the Chakra Savvy community. And we go in depth in these in the Chakra Savvy Reset Your Life Game Plan. That is my 6-7 month or however long it takes you online program to do a deep dive through all the chakras. So this is a good overview, got some things going, but just know those who engage in it fully for half a year or more really have some true transformation. There's people who can share with you about that. That's at jessgoulding.com/Chakra Savvy. Okay. I will see you next month. Bye for now.